Hi guys, my name is Mel and welcome back to a tips and tricks video. I haven't done one of these in a while. In this video I will show you guys some tips and tricks that you can use to speed up restoring a certain car, or that can change your way of approaching your next restoration project in CSR 2 Legends update. So like the title says, we are going to try to restore a car as fast and as cheap as possible gold wise. This method will require some endgame cash, and once you get to tier 5 it can get very expensive. But later more on that. The main concept is that it's possible to get 10,000 components for each car, only costing you 2,000 gold coins. But first, some background. So to show you guys what the fastest way is, I got my dummy account, got some cash and gold ready, and I finished the 250 GTO restoration. Then I got myself the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL and I completed all but the last race of the twin test trial, which means I have received the maximum amount of components from the storyline, which came down to around 7,000 components for the 300 SL. Tip number 1. Restoring one car at a time. On the daily trials you can win components hidden behind question marks. The question marks basically indicate that you will get a random component for one of the models you are currently restoring. But if you only have one car you're working on, you will guarantee get components for that one model. This can add at least 1,100 components every 2 days, depending if you can participate in the restriction trials. In theory, if you were to work on 2 different cars, it would take about the same time as doing 2 cars one by one. But then you will unlock the tuning faster if you do one at a time, and it can help you get to some point of the story faster as you will unlock tuning. Working on one model at a time will also help with the next tip. Tip number 2. Buy cars for cheap components. This is the main trick I can give you guys. The benefit of the game is that cash isn't too hard to come by. On the other hand, gold is. We are aware that buying components of a car can get very expensive if you were to work on one car, as the price increments by 50 gold, and honestly components for gold are only worth it when they cost between 50 and 150 gold. But what if you bought a second car, same model, and buy cheap components on that car? Bingo! You can just buy a second model, get some components for 50 gold and just sell the car and redo the process to fully restore a car easier and faster. If you were just to buy the 50 gold for 250 components, for a total of 10,000 components, it would then come down to 40 cars and 2,000 gold. 40 tier 2 cars is kind of alright as the cars are cheaper, but once you get to tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, the total of 40 cars will be very expensive. Tier 3 for example, the cars are around 200,000, so that would end up costing around 8 million. But that is if you were to only use the 50 gold for 215 component set. If you don't have this amount of money, but you do have an extra 1000 gold, you can buy the 50 and 100 gold sets for a total of 150 gold for 500 components, bringing the total to 3000 gold for 10,000 components. If you were to go for the 50, 100 and 150 gold, which is 300 gold for 750 components, it will bring the total to 3,950 gold for 10,000 components, but then you only have to pay a third of the cash to buy all the cars. So the choice is up to you. For this example here, I had to buy an additional 37 300 SL Mercedes-Benz, bringing my total cost to 1,850 gold and 2,636,250 cash. All this gave me enough components on top of the ones from the story mode and a trial to complete the car. For the sake of the video, of course, I did speed up delivery times, but the actual cost of the components is a lot lower than just buying them continuously, and a lot lower than I was expecting. In reality, you don't have to buy 40 plus cars, as with the daily trials and by working on the cars one by one, you will get the needed components a tad faster. This trick is just for when you're stuck in a story mode or you're almost done with a car and you want to get rid of it, and of course if you don't want to spend a ridiculous amount of gold. This is not an exploit or a glitch, this is just using the game system, so you won't get banned for this. If you have 3 slots available, you can always use 2 dump cars, as I call them, to get components. One for the car you're currently working on and one for one of the future projects. Long story short, work on one car at a time and buy cars to get cheaper components. This will speed up the process slightly, but keep in mind restoring a car in general is still meant to take a long time by game design. There is no requirements to rush it as it has no timer. I see many complaints out there that it's too expensive, and I saw a comment on Reddit today who said it actually perfectly. Just like Tempest, you can buy keys and crates and upgrades for cars and get the cars fast enough to beat the certain time or spend gold to switch them throughout the entire event, or you can just wait till you get that one car for the right moment at the right time to beat them. Patience is key in this game, and so is management of different currencies. So this is it for the video today. I hope it enlightened you all. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe for more content. My name is Mille, see you around and keep racing.